Right after the war, we had no food because the farmers couldn't go to Budapest to bring food because the railway was bombed and they couldn't bring food. And what happened was whoever did come somehow who were nearby to Budapest and bring food, they wanted to have sheets or pillowcases or tablecloths, whatever we had, my mother exchanged for food. She had to go to the railway station to try. Then she tried to sell, I don't even know the name of it, Saharin, for sweet. I don't know where she got it. It was really illegal. She put herself in a danger. She could have been imprisoned because it was really illegal. It's like black marketing. And flint. People wanted flint and sweetener, those things. So Greti, my cousin, somehow she had connection where to get it, and I don't know if she had to buy it or did they just give it to her and then she paid for it after she sold it. I really don't know what went on. And right after the war, when there was no food, the Red Cross collected children from Budapest, and my mother gave me permission. She wanted me to go with the Red Cross with the train to go to near Debrecen, Nyíregyháza. We were going to go to Nyíregyháza to go to school during the summer of 1945, but it happened to be that we never went to Nyíregyháza. We wound up in Nyírkarász, that part of the train. Not to mention that the train was not a regular train. It was for animals. I don't know how you call it.
Livestock.
And it went for a long time because the tracks were bombed and we had to change from one track to another. And we went and stopped and went and stopped. And there was this rumor between the children that the war is really not over and they are going to take us to Germany. It was a lot of fear. So anyway, we arrived. They took us to a school building, one part of the group of children. We stood in line as the stairs, and the peasants, the farmers, came and chose us to work for the summer for food or be with them. And the first question, that woman who faced me was asking, "What is your religion?" And for first I was thinking, if I don't deny I'm a Jew, it's not right. If I tell them that I am a Jew and they choose me, then it will be okay. So that's what I did. I said, yes, I'm Jewish. And she chose me. Well, they made me work very hard, I have to tell you. And I was afraid to eat. I was afraid to choose too much. They were asking me what do I want for breakfast, milk and bread or bacon and bread. And I wanted really the bacon, but I didn't dare. I was afraid that they may think that I am too greedy. I had a lot of worry. And she wanted me to take care of her children, and some of her children were big. Now, I have to tell you also that she made the children, one of the boys especially, every morning pray. She would put the child between her legs, standing between her legs, with a whip on her side. And she asked him to pray. And if he stopped, the whip went down. And I was sitting there and I was worrying, my God, I don't know this prayer. This is a Christian prayer. Mi atyán, ki vagy a mennyekben. I was so scared. It never came to. It never came to. Also, the toilets were outside, like in. The grandparents lived there too. And later in the evening, I was afraid to go to the toilet. I was afraid to be attacked or something. Also, the big boys sometimes were after me with something to get me. And I was supposed to be taking care of them. There was a little baby too. And then one day, I had to take the cows to pasture. I never forget that, because I was with other children who also had to go to take the cows to the pasture. I had no idea where we were walking. And then when finally I got there, the sun was so strong that I was lying down and I got some, how do you call it? Not sunburn, but I had a terrible headache. I got really sick. Not to mention that one of the cows, I couldn't find one of the cows. And as I was going back to the village, I lost the cow. How is my mother going to give back the cow? Or how much money it could be? How am I going to face these people? There is no, with all these children together, their cows were there, but mine was not there. And as we were walking near, I was asking people, did you see a cow? Did you see a cow? They were laughing at me. And they said, oh, the cow is going to come home. But I wasn't sure at all. What are they going to do to me? And you know what happened? The cow, when I finally got home and I told them that I'm sorry, but I don't know what happened. I fell asleep on the sun and the car just went away and now I don't know where it is. I'm sorry. And they were laughing at me and they didn't tell me that it came home. They didn't reassure me just after a while. And it turned out that the cow had a baby cow, how do you call it, a little cow. And so it was to give his heart to separate them. So he just wanted to go back to the baby cow, a little child. How would I know?